Peace, everybody. Rev.ddt here. Just hanging out in my room. Was gonna do some recording, right? That's why I got the camera out. The computer over here, it's all sound system all hooked up. The last couple recordings I did it was just a camera. You know, the audio from the camera. It just sounded gross. So thought I'd just go back to my computer over here. There, unplug that. There is a little bit of sound in the background from the air conditioner. Can't help that until it goes off. But man, you just got to catch these moments when they come, right? This morning I got up, man, it's just stirring in my room. Spirit's just stirring in my room. Really awesome dreams I had. I didn't sleep very long. Once again, up 3 o'clock in the morning. Actually, 3:33. And so I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that's right on. It's usually normal about that. Get up about 3:30, 3:33 a lot of times. But dreams, I was dreaming in my dreams. Actually, I was thinking, man, oh, that makes sense why I was dreaming the way I was, right? You know, spirit guides and angels talking to you and showing you stuff in your dreams. I was flying again, is what I was doing. It was really cool. Oh man, I love flying. It's my favorite. And I was actually teaching some kids how to fly. What happened was I was flying by a football field, and there were some kids in the bleachers sitting there watching some other kids on the field play, and the kids on the bleachers go. They saw me first because they saw me coming from this way, and the kids on the field didn't see me coming. They had their backs to me, and the kids on the field were just playing around. They were just goofing off, just play fighting and goofing off. You know how kids do, right? How we do when we're kids. I love being a teenager. Can't do it now. I'm in my 50s. I get hurt. Oh man. Then it lasts for a long time. Oh, and then I got to heal that. You know. And so, oh man, it takes a while. But anyway, so I'm flying, right, and those kids see me, and the kids in the bleachers see me, and they go, "Hey, he can fly." And I went, "Yeah, you guys can too." And I was flying over them, and everybody goes, "We can." So I landed, and I said, "Yeah, let me show you." And then I just showed them how, and then they all got to fly, and it was really cool, right? And that's twice. Now I've had dreams where I'm sorry, 3 times. Sorry, Holy Spirit's reminding me. 3 times I've had dreams of teaching people how to fly. It was pretty cool. Yeah. Got to teach a lot of people how to walk in the Spirit this last year. That was really good. I like that. You know, Spirit walking is it's really important. Got to help some people get to their next place they were going to. A lot of people, you know, that were stuck. I ran into this last year, up to this point, right? I'll just go back 12 months. But you just keep going back for quite a few years, actually. But keep running into people who are stuck, and I find them, and then, you know, that power of reset, pray for them, and then they get going. But some people, they need to be, you know, rewired up here too. So it's a work, and so I'm, you know, those are what I call clients, and so I'm working with clients, you know, and helping. And man, the clients I'm working with are doing so good. It's amazing. I'm so surprised in how brilliant they are now, and how much more in tune to the Spirit they are, and how much more of a freer person they are, and how much more they're relying on Jesus for everything now, instead of relying on me, or relying on another person, or relying on, you know, you see what I mean? See, that's what we do. That's what I do, man. That's what I mean. I'm a life recovery specialist. What the Lord told me the other day, He says, "You're a life recovery specialist, Daniel." And I was like, "I am." He goes, "Yeah." He calls me Daniel, by the way, too. He calls me a few things, actually. He calls me Fighting Eagle sometimes, too. It's my name, though, but, you know, what can I say? The Lord calls me a few names. But anyway, this morning after I got up, got in the shower. Took a shower, came out, sitting over there reading and praying, right? And all of a sudden, bam, I got swept up into a vision. What happened was, I was reading and praying, I reached over on my other computer over here, and I pulled up a file. I was looking at some old pictures from 2012, when I had long hair and a goatee, and it was all gray. My goatee was gray, and after my mustache, goatee was gray, so my hair was long still, and kind of grayish. And I took a picture of that mirror right there. You probably can't see it. Maybe you can. Oh yeah, you can see it. I took a picture of that mirror right there. I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I took a picture of myself looking at myself in the mirror, right? I was looking at that picture this morning, and I got caught up into a vision, and it was really cool. And the vision, I got tickled by God. It was really cool, and it just kind of set the theme for this day, because I had written this song called "Tickled by God" off of what Carla Bradely. I had asked a while back about these emails, sent an email out, and I said, "Hey, you guys, talk to me about the things that you love the most about God and what, just that thing, and tell me a little bit about it. I'm going to write a song. Well, this is ChapelTime 6, and this is the song called Tickled by God. But it's this morning I was tickled by God. It was really cool. What happened was in the vision, and I'll talk about that, and then we'll do the song, okay? So I got caught up in this vision. So what happened was I was looking at that picture on my computer, and the next thing I know, I'm still looking at that picture, right? But now I'm holding it in my hand, the actual mirror, and I'm seeing myself. But it's a picture of me. I'm holding the mirror of me holding a picture of me holding that mirror, of me holding that same picture, looking at it, and I am merged on. All of a sudden, when I looked around me, I'm not in my room anymore. I'm actually out on a prairie, beautiful green, lush grass with hills over here, rolling hills over here, and rolling hills over here, and it looked like it goes to a valley down that way, right? And I'm really nice too, like kind of looks like around here, really, just off yonder over here, not too far, right? And anyway, so all of a sudden I'm sitting there and I'm looking up, and I went, whoa, and I'm still looking. I look back down, I'm still looking at myself, but it's a picture of me. An older picture of me looking back at me, right? And I'm looking at this, examining this, and I'm examining it, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know how come everybody kept thinking I look like Jesus, because I don't. I've seen Jesus. I don't look like Jesus at all. No, not at all. I don't look like him. I just don't look like him. And the thing is people always see that, and I'm sitting there looking at that, wondering, and I hear behind me a commotion, and I hear in the spirit, all of a sudden I hear the sounds, and I hear somebody saying, hey Daniel, what? They go, hey Daniel, we're riding with the sun, come on, you want to ride with us? And I just before I could even say yes, because I was so excited to hear that I got swooped off the ground and left the picture and everything there, the mirror and everything, and swooped off the ground onto a horse. And the next thing I know, I'm riding up next to the Lord, and I looked over and I looked at him just to make sure it was him, right? And it was him, and he winked at me. He looked over and winked at me, and I went, yeah, it's you! And I started laughing so hard I about fell out of my chair, right? So caught up in the spirit in the moment, right? And having this vision, and the vision, this is new wine, man. This is the new wine stuff he's talking about, you guys. Come on, man. Do you want to ride with the Lord? Don't you want to ride with the Lord? I got to ride with the Lord for I don't even know how long I was. Then the moment went on, just for a moment, but it was a moment that lasts forever. Tickled by God. Yeah, man. Tickled by God, man. The moment lasts forever. Pass by. And while I was riding with the Lord, I could feel the camaraderie and the importance of riding with the sun. Riding right next to him. Riding right next to him, man. And I could feel he's the son, he's the prince, he's the king. He's the King of Kings, he's God's son. And riding right next to him. And we're riding along on the horses, and then I rode back, and I fell into my place in the rank, and I could just feel this love of when he looked at me. There was love beaming off of him. It was still beaming off of him when I was riding back. It was like there was just love. That's all he had in his eyes. All he has in his heart is love. But we want to reject his love. A lot of times we reject just his workers. When you reject his workers, you're rejecting him. And eventually, man, he'll take offense to that. He does. Did you know that he will spit you out of his mouth if you become offensive to him? You didn't know that, did you? You should read the scriptures. Did you know rebuking is actually in part of it? Did you know it's not all about nicey words all the time? It's all about coming down to the nitty gritty and getting with it and getting them planks out of our eyes. And there are workers out there that can help you with that. Sometimes I needed the same thing. I needed people to help me. They did, and they helped me, and I helped myself eventually. Eventually, though, you have to eventually help yourself. Because eventually you just got to work on it yourself. Because some of them, nobody can see the ones. Some of them, only the Lord can see them. And it took with me intimacy to get to this place to where I could actually have visions and dreams and be caught up and have outer body experiences with Jesus of Nazareth, the Son, the King of Kings. I've been to heaven. I know what's going on. I think people people actually believe me. They don't give a shit. They just keep on living their lives and keep on rejecting his servants. But his servants are all walking around telling you that this place is real, and you guys are like going, no, it's not. You guys are idiots. Or you just don't want to believe, or you can't let go of your legalism. You can't hang on to legalism and get there. Well, you'll never get there that way. You can never get healed that way. I was there, I know. I was exactly like you. I was in the same place a long time ago. And it took me a long time to get here because I had to work through it myself. And I could save you a whole lot of trouble if you would just listen and just do what I tell you to do. Because what I'm telling you to do is what the Lord is speaking through me, but you guys can't handle the vessel. You can't handle the vessel. You can't handle it. It's coming out of Daniel. You can't handle it when Daniel tells you, hey, you know what? You actually are screwing up. It actually is you. You are doing it to yourself. Maybe nobody's ever told you that before. But you know what? The only way to prosper, you have to let go and let God. That means if God sends a servant and you're sitting there trying to pick on the servant, or anything, trying to even look for sin or anything, it doesn't matter what it is, you're not ready to be healed. You're not ready to move on yet. And if that servant tries to heal you or does heal you, actually most of the time it'll be blocked until somebody comes along who has the power of breakthrough. And when they come along, they'll look at you and they'll go, you're not ready. If they actually love you, they'll tell you you're not ready because you're not ready. If you're rejecting God's servants and what they tell you and what they say to you when you're asking for help and he sends you a servant, you're not ready. And if they heal you, you know what will happen? You'll be a clean vessel. Well, Jesus spelled it out in the Gospels. You'll be a clean vessel. The enemy will leave. But the enemy will go out and he'll look for a while and play around out there in the cold places, and then he'll come back to his house and he'll say, hey, I'm going to go back to my house and see if it's empty, and you'll find it empty. Not filled up with the right things, but empty. So you're empty right now. You're empty of Jesus right now. That's why you're sick and hurting. You're empty of the Lord. And the enemy's messing with you. And if somebody sets you free from that enemy that's messing with you, you know what's going to happen to you? It's going to be 7 times worse if you don't change your attitude right now. Everybody has to. It's exactly what I had to do. Everybody has to. It's the same issue. We're all the same. We all have the same exact issue. Maybe flavored differently, but it's the same issue. And we're all in different stages. And when somebody comes along, when you're crying out for God for help, and somebody comes along to help you, that guy is sent by God to help you. Sent there by God to help you. Don't reject him. Do what he says. Do it with love in your heart and joy in your heart, because that's the only way you're going to get healed. And if you can't laugh, then you're a pitiful soul if you cannot laugh. Because laughter is medicine. Don't know that, do you? And Jesus is all about laughter. You guys don't know that, do you? With the word joy, look it up. It's in your Strong's Concordance. Get it out, look it up. Just do a word study on the word joy and rejoicing and laughter, and it's all in there. I also had a revelation on being slayed in the spirit. I found out what that is too. It's your soul being slayed. I found that out while I was studying the word soul in the Greek word. Yeah, the Lord showed it to me. He says your soul, and that's why you fall down, because I slayed the soul. This is the flesh. I slayed the flesh. Now you can wake up. It's a death, burial, and resurrection. Do you guys not see that? It's new wine, people. Come on, where are you? my belly, yeah, 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 pour into me a new wine, you are so intoxicating to me. Breakthrough, I hear on the wind after a dark night of the soul. Baptize me now, oh Lord, Lord, oh Lord. Hit me with your heavenly jolt. Pour into me a new wine. You're so intoxicating to me. Spirit one day, the healing takes hold, yeah, yeah. Keeps pouring on more Holy Ghost, the Messiah's uncorked, yeah, yeah. Messiah's uncorked, Jesus is uncorked, yeah, 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 yeah. He's uncorked, yeah, 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 yeah. Brains out with you. You're so intoxicating to me. Laying around the ground, laughing my brains out with you. You're so intoxicating to me. Yeah, to me, to me, to me. Jesus, Jesus, to me, to me, to me. Intoxicating to me, Lord, to me, to me, to me, yeah, yeah, to me, 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 you're so intoxicating to me, to me. To me, yeah. Praise you, Lord God. He's so awesome. Man, it's so hot here. It's crazy. Room feels like it's on fire, man. Wow. Golly. Bless you, Jesus. Bless you. Oh, Lord, you're so awesome. Wow. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Whew. We take it and you just keep pouring out, man. You just keep pouring out the love and pouring out the grace and pouring out the new wine, and we keep taking hits, and you just keep pouring out more, and we just take, the more they hit us, the more you just pour out, man. Bless you, God. Bless you, Dad. bless you. Oh, Jehovah. Oh, Jehovah. Oh, Lord. You're so awesome. Oh, bless you, Lord. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Oh, bless you, Jesus. Oh, bless you. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Bless you, Lord. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Yeah, Lord. Yes. Oh, bless you. Oh, Jesus. Bless you. I just keep hearing over and over again, you guys just enter into the rest of the Lord, man. Enter into the Lord's rest and come partake of his holy wine, because I'll tell you what, it's good. You need the Lord's wine. You need to laugh and you need to enjoy the Lord. You need the moments of bliss. You need this. This is for you, church. This is for, that building you're going to calling church, and that thing called Christianity, that's not you. You are the bride. You are his. You belong to him. He chose you to not be that, to be his disciple, so you could be his bride. Become his disciple and you'll become his bride. If you don't, you can't. This doesn't work any other way. Okay? This is the word of the Lord to you right now. You can't handle the vessel, then wow, you're really messed up. So, do you not hear his voice speaking to you now? He's telling you. That's your way to freedom, dude. It's that gate, people. It's that gate. Peace.
This is a Rev.ddt broadcast. Don't touch your dial. We'll be right back.